Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we are going to talk about the battle pass, and today we are going to take a look into the things how to grind battle pass faster and better and be significantly more involved into all of this, because I know that there is plenty of the new players in the game playing the game, and maybe you do not have enough vehicles to grind battle pass to begin with. So first things first, what I would recommend for every and each player in the world of tanks, if your live schedule allows you to, you need to complete daily missions. In my opinion, where the daily missions goes, usually it is significantly easier to complete them with the lower tiers, right? Like tier 4s or tier 5s. Unless you need to do a damage, then you can reroll the mission, or maybe alternatively, you can play with the higher tiers, right? Obviously, the most time-consuming missions are win 4 battles a day and whatnot, so I would recommend to play with the lower tiers or alternatively reroll mission. So this is going to be simply better, faster, and it is the right way to do the things. Now, the new things what we have in the current world of tanks where the battle pass goes, if in the past you could grind battle pass points only from the tier 6 tank, Wargaming figured out, okay, maybe we should allow lower tier players to grind the battle pass as well. So nowadays Wargaming allowed people to grind the battle pass with a tier 4 vehicles, 70 points per, and tier 5 vehicles, 85 points per. This is absolutely amazing, and this is gorgeous thing. Not only the lower tiers will start thriving a bit, because, you know, if you are playing tier 5, usually you are playing against the tier 7, so nowadays situation is going to be a bit better. Same goes for a tier 4s, right? So I think it is absolutely glorious change. Plus, on top of that, fellas, wherever you are getting 70 points with a tank, you are getting 15 points bonus, right? So this is absolutely gorgeous, and that is absolutely amazing where the time spent goes to, right? So I would highly recommend, if you are less experienced player, just grind the tier 4s, tier 5s, tier 6s. That's all you need to do. That being said, whenever you are going to grind the new line, as an example, your end game goal is to go towards Jack Piston, right? I would highly recommend to keep tanks like Stug, level 5, Jack Panzer, Nashorn, whatever. I would highly recommend to keep those tanks. And once again, the main reason being is just purely battle pass grind. It is awesome, it is great, and this is absolutely amazing. Now, once in a while, Wargaming is doing the special events or special battle passes where the time is very, very limited, right? So for those situations, if you want to be cheeky mother trucker, what you can do, you can grind the tier 4s and tier 5s up to, let's say, tier 4 up to 60 points or 65 points, and tier 5 up to, let's say, 80 points or 79 points, whatever that is, and the tier 6s up to 90 points. What that means and what kind of edge that gives for you. Pretty much whenever extra bonus battle pass chapter is coming, obviously we do not know that beforehand, but you can always prepare for this, right? What that gives for you, an edge over the time period which Wargaming is giving to complete the battle pass, right? So let's say you have the looks up to 65 points. One game, you are getting those 5 points for victory or whatever that is, and you are getting that 15 points bonus, right? And this is one game. Okay, 2 games in the worst case scenario if you lost the battle with the looks, right? So that means you are prepared for upcoming battle pass grinds, or you are prepared for marathon grinds, however you would like to call this, right? I think this is 200 IQ strategy, and I think people who especially doesn't have that much time on their hand, right, I would recommend to prepare for this, right? And it goes whenever we have every and each battle pass. And now you might say, but still, if we do not have the new chapter battle pass coming, that's completely fine. It's better to be safe than to say sorry afterwards. So whenever there is, let's say, 1 week left, you are just replaying with those tanks, you are accumulating points, and you are spending those points for whatever market that is. Now, The same situation goes for a featured tanks. As an example, this season we have Manticore, with which you can get 1000 points. We have Baza 75, with which you could get 1000 points, and we have the TVP. Those tanks are obviously accumulating points significantly faster, and that is great, and this is absolutely glorious. But in the same time, we need to keep in mind that those tanks are the best to grind the battle pass bonus chapter. So do you want to use instantly all points? I do not know. And if you are, let's say, newer player in the world of tanks, right? Whenever there is featured tanks like top of the tree and whatnot, as an example, we have a TVP line, I would recommend to go towards the TVP line and to save the time for yourself. At least that's my recommendation. Same goes for Manticore. I would recommend to grind the Manticore line whenever it is just simply published, and whenever the grind is a bit easier, and whenever it's cheaper. One more tip: whenever you are grinding the battle pass tanks, right, or I supposed to say top of the tree tanks, do not sell over tier vehicles, because you are selling them on the discount. That being said, you need to hold these until the discounts are expiring, so the next month, right, or whenever the top of the tree is going to be changed, and to sell those tanks only whenever they are not in the discount, and that's how you can save a bit of the stuff for yourself, right? I hope that is useful. Okay. Another topic, what people may ask, and actually asking quite often, where the battle pass goes, is the battle pass premium worth it? In my opinion, fellas, it is. Because you are getting significantly more stuff. As an example, you are getting credit boosters, you are getting the premium days, you are getting a bit of the gold, or you are just, I supposed to say, getting this gold back for which you paid, right? So I think the value of the battle pass premium is absolutely amazing, and it is worth it, right? And please, fellas, please keep this in mind, that it costs 2,500 gold in order to get the battle pass. And obviously Wargaming is always trying to sell you this for real money, but I think the real money value is not as great as it is to simply buy it for the gold in game, right? And obviously for Wargaming wants to sell you this for obvious reasons, but don't get tricked by this. Just go it with just buy it with gold, and everything is going to be all right. One more extremely important thing to talk about: we are going to have a separate video whenever I am talking about every and each battle pass tank, which you can buy for points or tokens, however you would call this, right? And I will dig a bit deeper. I will tell you what I recommend to buy and what I recommend to avoid, right? This is the topic for the other thing. But what is extremely important to say, this is extremely tricky setup from Wargaming side, what they are showing here, because many people made a mistake to get themselves a bound, to save as many points as they physically and possibly can, and then just to buy every and each bounty equipment. It doesn't work this way. I repeat, it doesn't work this way. What you need to do, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, every and each season of the battle pass, so 3 times a year, you need to pick the equipment setup which you think is suiting you the best. As an example, if you are a heavy tank player, maybe you want to get hardening. If you are light tank bushwanker, maybe you want to get exhaust system. If you are a sniper schnitzel, or you want to be a bit quicker, you know, you can get bounty aiming or turbo. That's not the point what you are taking. The most important thing is to take it once each 3 months, because if you will think that in the end of the seasons, you know, on the December 20th, oh, I have 60 points, I'm going to get 20 bounty equipment pieces. No, in your face. You are going to get 1, and after that everything else will be locked. So think wisely about this. And after that, obviously, if you have some points left, afterwards you can spend it either for bonds or either for reserves. I personally prefer reserves. Now, unfortunately, I cannot check out how the... I can check it out. Excellent. Okay, after that, whenever you are finishing the battle pass, right, you are going to start getting points. In total, you will have 7,500 and more, right? After that, I would highly recommend to spend them probably as a priority for crew members, because crew members are always having 0 Brethren Arms and 2 skills to choose, so that is absolutely awesome. After that, I would prioritize for a 3D styles, to be completely honest with you, and after that, obviously, bonds or 2D styles, depending what do you want, you know, maybe you are into that, and maybe you like some 2D styles, right? I hope that I covered absolutely everything where the battle pass goes. And my main mission, fellas, is to share the experience which I generated over the time, right? And I want to make game easier for you and just to share the most important bits, tips, and tricks, right? So I hope it was useful. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you will strategize the plan how to complete Battle Pass with ease. And for now, fellas, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.